Welcome to the artsy and crafty world of Ria Art, where everything is created for you by me, Alexandria. It's October, that means Halloween is right around the corner. October is definitely one of my favorite months, so I wanted to share a crochet pattern of a miniature pumpkin. You can use them for decoration around the house or give them out to trick-or-treaters with candy. Either way, they're super cute, really festive, and quick to make, so let's get started. There are a few materials needed to make this miniature pumpkin. The first is a crochet or lace hook. The one I have here is 1.50 millimeters. Next, you'll need some embroidery floss in 3 colors, orange, green, and black. The orange and green can really be any shade you prefer. I'm using DMC 741 for the orange and Iris 963 for the green. You'll need black DMC 310 to sew the face details on later. You'll also need a small amount of some fiber fill or doll stuffing to put in the pumpkin. Some scissors, and a smaller tapestry needle to fasten off thread ends and sew on the face. Optional items include a long object with a pointed end to help stuff the pumpkin. I just use a chopstick. You can also use a small gold safety pin as a stitch marker. I sometimes like to use one for the rounds of the pumpkin that I am not increasing or decreasing. To get started, we will begin with the orange thread. Over the next 5 rounds, we will increase to 15 stitches. For this first round, just single crochet 3 in a magic ring. In the beginning, it is really important to use the base of your hook to keep these initial stitches from getting too tight. After completing 3 stitches, go ahead and close the magic ring, completing your first round. In the next round, we will increase in each stitch to make a total of 6 stitches. But first, this next step is important. Loosen the loop on your hook and proceed to insert the hook in the next stitch. Yarn over or thread over and pull the thread through. Now pull the working end of the string to tighten both loops on the hook. Tighten the loops while pushing the shape you have made between the 2 loops on your hook. Thread over and complete the single crochet. Single crochet into that same stitch to increase and repeat 2 single crochet increases in the next 2 stitches to create 6 stitches around. Once you have 6 stitches, we can begin working on the 3rd row where we will increase to 9 stitches. Go ahead and create a 2 single crochet increase in the next stitch. Reinsert your hook into that same stitch to complete your single crochet increase. And then single crochet in the 2nd stitch in the round. Repeat this in the remaining 4 stitches around to create 9 stitches in your 3rd round. When we have 9 stitches, it's time for the 4th round where we will increase to 12 stitches. Begin by creating a 2 single crochet increase in the 1st stitch of this round. Then complete a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Repeat this around in the remaining 6 stitches to create a total of 12 stitches. After we have 12 stitches, we are going to do our last round of increasing, so we will have 15 stitches total. Begin by completing a 2 single crochet increase in the next stitch. And then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Repeat this in the remaining 9 stitches to make 15 stitches total. Now that we have 15 stitches, for the next 3 rounds, we will just single crochet in each stitch around. Since there will be no more increasing, this is when I like to use my stitch marker. Just completed round 8, and we can begin to see the shape of the pumpkin. Now it's time for the decrease rounds. Complete a single crochet decrease. Then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Repeat around in the remaining stitches in order to decrease to 12 stitches in this round. In In round 10, we will decrease to 9 stitches. Start with a single crochet decrease. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Repeat around to go down to 9 stitches. At this point, I think it is a good time to stuff the pumpkin. You don't need a lot of doll stuffing, but it should be packed pretty firm in order to keep the shape of the pumpkin. This is when you can use your pointed object to assist with the stuffing. Once the pumpkin is stuffed, proceed to single crochet decrease around until the top of the pumpkin is closed. Next, snip off the working end with your scissors. And use the tapestry needle to fasten off your thread ends. Make sure to only insert the needle into the holes between the stitches. That includes when you take the tapestry needle out on the other side of the pumpkin as well. Snip off the ends and the body of your pumpkin is complete. After this, it's time to attach the green thread to the pumpkin and create the stem. Insert your hook through any stitch at the top of the pumpkin. Thread over and pull the green through the stitch. Proceed to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are going to slip stitch in each chain, starting in the second chain from the hook. of the pumpkin to slip stitch the green thread into the body of the pumpkin. This will secure the stem to the top of the pumpkin. Once the stem is made and attached, cut the working end of the green thread and fasten off the ends with your tapestry needle like you did with the ends of the pumpkin's body. The last step is to sew on the pumpkin's face. Cut a longish piece of black thread and tie a knot at one end. Thread the other end through your tapestry needle, and we are going to insert the needle into one of the holes in between the stitches on the back of the pumpkin, like we did with the threads we were fastening off. But first, look at the front of your pumpkin and decide where you want the tip of the left triangle eye to begin. After inserting the needle into the back of the pumpkin, aim to pull the needle out on the other side through the hole that is the tip of the left triangle eye. Pull the black thread through with just enough force so that the knot is pulled into the pumpkin's body. This way we can secure the thread and hide the knot. Proceed to weave the black thread in and out of the pumpkin as shown to create the left eye while always working in and out of the holes in between the stitches. When you are about to finish the left eye, it's time to think about the right eye. Like the left eye, choose the tip top of the triangle on the right so you can aim your needle towards that hole. Work the thread in and out like you did on the left to create the right triangle. Before finishing this, it's time to decide where the mouth will begin. I start on the left and work my way over to the right. Like we did with the tops of the triangle eyes, choose the hole that will mark the beginning of the pumpkin's mouth so you can direct your needle there from the right triangle eye. Continue sewing up and down in a zigzag pattern as shown until you reach the right side of the pumpkin. Once you are done, insert the needle into the pumpkin and add a hole on the back of the pumpkin. Secure the face stitches by tying a knot close to the pumpkin's body. Insert the needle back into the hole just under the knot you made, and pull the needle out on the other side of the pumpkin. Remember to pull the thread hard enough so the knot you made gets pulled into the pumpkin's body. Cut off the black thread over at your working end. Then, step back and admire your handmade miniature pumpkin. So that concludes my video. I hope you guys have really enjoyed watching my tutorial. If you want to follow a written pattern, I have a link below, or you can find it on my blog through my website. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow RiaArtWorld online. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time.